Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be quite a rambly video, I warn you now. I'm in Wurm Unlimited right now, so I'm going to do a little bit of a rambly video to talk about my very initial first impressions of Wurm Unlimited and to discuss my view of Wurm Online and Wurm Unlimited, what I will play moving forward. For those of you that don't know, recently I have played a fair bit of Wurm Online. I got back into it, so it's quite interesting now that Wurm Unlimited has come out. Now, what is Wurm Unlimited? For those of you that don't know, and again, what I will say as well first, this is not going to be a video with any real action in it. I'm just going to be standing around in-game explaining various things. So if you don't like that idea, then I'm sure you can find another video in YouTube that will meet your expectations a bit better. Anyway, so what is Wurm Unlimited? Wurm Unlimited is basically, from what I can see, pretty much exactly the same as Wurm Online. They have taken Wurm Online, the entire game, but they have made it into a product, a standalone product you can buy on Steam, and then you can host your own servers. So what that then means is when you host a server, you can choose the map you would like to choose. You can choose lots of various values on the map, like for example how much ore is in the map and stuff like that. You can also play around with the skill gain, how fast a player will basically level up their skills, and you can also change how fast the action timer is, so you can speed up or slow down how fast, or every time that you do an action there's a timer in this game and you can play around with that. So that's the basic thing. Like, it is exactly the same as Wurm Online. Even when I logged into this server on Wurm Unlimited, it still said welcome to Wurm Online, which I thought was kind of hilarious. So they haven't really changed that much. They don't have a tutorial area because the tutorial area was just part of the official servers, So basically I just spawned into this server and the tutorial is just loads of boxes that will pop up and explain a load of things to you. It's not any kind of real tutorial area like on the official servers. You do still get newbie buffs and things like that, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that is a value that can be changed by the owner of the server. So that is what Wurm Unlimited is. Now, what do I feel about Wurm Unlimited right now? Now, I've played Wurm Online enough to realise that one of the things I don't like about Wurm Online is the grind. The level of grind is quite heavy, and I haven't quite yet worked out if I can accept the level of grind in Wurm Online. There is a lot of grind. You spend many hours basically just sat in front of your computer grinding out various skills. So that's one thing that I don't like about Wurm Online, really. Or it's not ideal, let's put it that way. Wurm Unlimited, you obviously have the ability to change that, to make the grind not so bad, to make it more acceptable. So that's one thing that does attract me to Wurm Unlimited. However, one thing I do not like about Wurm Unlimited is the idea of having a character and all your stuff on a server which is owned by someone else. So even though this server, the owners of this server, they have made a forum, they have said they're going to have the server open for the foreseeable future, it still is not really that great, because you never know. When it's not an official server, you never know. All of a sudden they might find another game that they want to support. They might not have the server at some point in the future. It could be months, it could be years, I don't know, but I don't like the idea of grinding up a character, making a deed, and then it could all be gone without your, you don't have any influence over that. And that was one thing I didn't like with Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft a fair bit, I wouldn't say loads, but a fair bit years ago. And it happened numerous times where I would spend many hours making a lovely house and area and everything, and finding various things, and then all of a sudden, the person that was hosting the server would, shut down the server. There'd be a problem with the server. There were always these kind of issues. So I think the same will be in Wurm Unlimited. You never know what will happen with the server. Already on this server, I've heard some rumblings already on this server that some of the people are not happy with the map. So maybe in the future they might change the map. It's a custom one and it's got loads of mountains. Like, I found it also slightly annoying when I spawned in, trying to find somewhere to make a deed, or a place that I could try to settle, because there were loads of mountains everywhere. I mean, you can see where I am right now is still on a massive hill that I'm going to have to try to terraform if I do want to make anything out of it. So yeah, so you just never know. That's the problem. And then Wurm Online, I love the idea. Wurm Online, you know that the character, the deed is going to be there for a very long time. I'm not going to say forever, but it's going to be there for a very long time. Wurm Online servers, they very rarely, if ever, seem to go down. They seem to leave open all of their servers, so you always know that all of your stuff on there is permanently there, which I think is awesome. So that's one really big thing that I like with Wurm Online. So what am I going to do moving forward? Now, what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to try to carry on playing Wurm Online. I believe I have another month of premium time. I'm going to play Wurm Online. I'm just going to use Wurm Unlimited just to do some practice stuff or to play around. For example, there's no way that I could do this kind of terraforming on the village that I'm in right now. I'm really bad at this side of the game, like the terraforming, so I need to learn it, and this is a good opportunity for me to learn on here. So I like the idea you can experiment on here, you can find an environment that you can actually level up skills faster, to kind of learn what to do with those skills before you implement them on Wurm Online itself. So that's what I'll be using it for, and I'll be carrying on with Wurm Online. Now, one thought I've had is, I'm in the future, if I have decided that I'm going to be playing Wurm for a long time to come, one of the ideas I one of the ideas I've had that I might do in the future is, I found a company where you can host a server for $20 US a month for Wurm Unlimited. Now, Wurm Online, $20 a month, you're probably going to get one premium character, and then you're probably going to get, a deed, a reasonably sized deed, and a premium character will be about that cost, or maybe a couple of premium characters, and you could live on someone else's deed in a village or something. So I feel that for that kind of cost on Wurm Unlimited, I could actually host my own server, and obviously then I will have the control as to whether it will go down or not. And I would be able to have a big deed, I'll be able to have my own server, I'll be able to have exactly the settings that I would like, and then I could also invite friends to play on that server. But that's obviously quite a commitment. 20 US a month is quite a commitment, and I'm not yet at that kind of stage in the game where I feel that I'm ready to make that kind of commitment. But that's an idea I've had for something I might do in the future if I decide that Wurm is a really good game that I want to play for a very long time. But right now, this second, I'm going to try to carry on playing Wurm Online, and Wurm Unlimited is just going to be like a sandbox for me to play around with. And if this changes in the future, I will let you know, but I just wanted to make a bit of a rambly video, just to kind of let you know my views. And I don't think I said this, but I did actually, like, on this server I can actually make a deed for free. So I made a small deed, and I've got 3 guards here, all for free. So yeah, it's also a good opportunity for me to experiment with that kind of stuff as well. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this rambly video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.